I'm Dr. McLean. This video is for my patients who I have directed to this, and only those patients. If I've not told you to do these exercises, then don't do them. These are Pilates exercises that have been shown to have the maximal contraction of the pelvic floor when you do them. So they're pelvic floor exercises. We're going to repeat them, hold them, and pulse them. So the exercises are there in red. We're going to go through them and show you them. So what I want you to do is most patients will start with number 3. So you'll start with 3 repetitions. And if it's a one-sided exercises, you'll do 3 on one side. You'll do the hold, which is you're going to hold for 3 seconds at the maximal contraction. And then you're going to pulse it for 3 at that same maximal contraction area. Then you switch sides to the other side. And you do 3 on that side. For the purpose of this video, we'll only do one side, but everybody has to do both sides. Exercises like the corkscrew are, yes, that you can do those in both directions, but the bridge is not one-sided, so you will do that one just one way. So we'll start with the lunge. Now, first of all, we did talk about, and we have talked about the neutral position for your spine. So you must be in neutral. The whole goal of this exercise is to hold yourself in neutral while you do the exercise. It's not how high you can lift your leg or how hard you can move. It's just if you can maintain the neutral position. So they're going to squat forward, or lunge forward onto one leg, and then dip down and come back up and right back to the step position and then go again. So they're going to do 3, one more, and then the third one. Okay, and then they're going to step out and they're going to hold this one. And this is the maximal contraction area, so they're going to hold this for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to, okay. Then you can pulse, stay in that position though this time. So now they're in this, and they're going to pulse this. So that means they're going to kind of bounce a little bit in that position, maintaining their neutral position with their spine. Okay, come back up. So that's the lunge. You do both sides. The next one is a squat. So you take your shoulder width apart. One will face you, actually turn and face me. Turn and face me, so her back is there. Okay, so when you do your squat, you want to squat down and you want to make sure your knees don't go in front of your toes and you're maintaining that neutral position with their spine. So you're going to squat 3 times. So we're doing 1, that was 1, this is 2, and then one more is 3. Okay, and then this squat, we'll go down to the squat. We'll hold this one for 1, 2, stay there, 3, stay there, and I'll pulse from here. So pulse is just a little bit of a rock. 2, 3, and then back up. So while you're there, when you do that one, when you do all of them, go back again, do this one again for me. Do the squat, and particularly when you're pulsing, you're tightening your butt, your core, the whole thing. You're squeezing, 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 and you're releasing in between the pulse. Okay, come back up. So side leg lifts, we're going to do them lying down. These are lying on their sides. Okay, so one side, they're directly on their side, not on their backs. Okay, so when they lift the leg up for me, they're lifting it straight sideways, not rolling onto her back and lifting her leg that way. So she's going to lift on her side. She's going to do 3 leg lifts, 2, and then 3, and then hold this one up here, and you hold for the count of 3, and then you pulse for the count of 3. Okay, this one you would do both sides. All right, leg down for me. So the next one is leg circles. Okay, so they're going to bring their legs up again, and they're going to do circles. Okay, so just small circles, and again, tight butt, tight floor, everything is tight in there as you're doing it. Okay, and then they pulse from here. So you're just pulsing. All right, and then relax. Again, you do both sides. You can do both of them on this side and then roll over to your other side if you like. So now butterfly. Butterfly is both are together. The ankles stay together, but the knees separate. So we come out, we do 3 repetitions. Okay, then we hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we pulse for 3. Okay, and then a bridge. They lay on their backs. Okay, the knees are bent. They're maintaining neutral with their spines, and then they're going to lift their butt off the floor, and then they're going to lower their butts, and they're repeating, right? And where they're repeating, and down, and they're repeating, and then they're holding for the 3. You hold up for the 3, and then they pulse for 3. Okay? And then the next one is the corkscrew. Excuse me. So we're going to bring their knees up to here. Now this one is important. We talked about this in the other video. For some people, when they bring their knees way up, they flatten their back. So you can see how her back went totally flat. You're not supposed to be flat. You want to be here, so your body's, and the goal is to maintain that neutral position. So then they do the circles, okay? And their corkscrew, right, and then they can do both directions. You should do both directions, but then you want to holding and pulsing in this one is probably a little bit awkward, so we can maybe do it a couple of times extra instead of holding and pulsing. All right, and then we're going to hover. So we're going to come back up. Now we're changing exercises to number 8. So we're hovering. So with hovering, we're on your knees. You're separated a little bit, okay? And then you're going to kind of squat back down, and then you're going to come back up again and back down. So this is hovering over the floor, and then you're going to hold that maximal. Maximal is back a little bit. You're clenching everything, and you hold for your 3, and then you pulse. All right, and then we do cat-cow. So cat-cow, we get into you face the camera, you go sideways. Okay, so with cat-cow, you're in neutral, and then you're going to go into cat. So way up, and you're tightening your butt, tightening your floor, pulling it all in, and then you're going to go into cow, which is the big sway. And then you're going to come back in again and tighten, 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 and then relax. So you do 3 of these, and then you do the hold is when you're holding here. So you're holding, you're holding, you're holding, you're holding, and then you pulse from here. Okay, so you pulse in this maximal contraction. So pulse. Okay, and then the next one is doggy peeing. Okay, so this is the perfect description of this one. She's going to lift this leg out just like she was a puppy dog peeing. Again, it's not about how high you come. She can come a little higher probably, but she's maintaining as much tightness here as she can, okay? Then hold at the out, you hold for your 3, and then you pulse for your 3. So you're just pulsing at the end. So as I said, these exercises are done on both sides, and you do them for the count of 3 to start with, then you can move to the count of 5, and then you can move to the count of 10, increasing the repetitions and the hold and the pulses with each time you repeat it. Thank you.